Our planet Earth is a place of incredible beauty and astonishing diversity. From the lush rainforests to the icy polar regions, life thrives in a delicate and intricate balance. But our planet is rapidly changing. We are experiencing a warming trend that is unprecedented in all of human history. This warming, known as global warming, is a serious and growing threat to the natural world and our way of life. Imagine Earth wrapped in a blanket. This blanket, our atmosphere, traps some of the sun's heat, keeping our planet warm enough to support life. This natural process is called the greenhouse effect. Global warming occurs when too much heat is trapped in the atmosphere. Certain gases in the atmosphere, like carbon dioxide, act like the glass in a greenhouse. They let sunlight in but trap heat, causing the planet to warm up. This increase in temperature has a significant impact on our climate and weather patterns. The primary cause of this accelerated warming is human activity. Since the Industrial Revolution, we have been burning increasing amounts of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas for energy. Burning these fuels releases large amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Deforestation, the clearing of forests for agriculture, logging, and development also contributes to the problem. Trees play a crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When forests are cut down or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, further enhancing the greenhouse effect. The consequences of global warming are far-reaching and increasingly evident. As our planet continues to warm, the effects are becoming more pronounced and widespread, touching every corner of the globe. We are witnessing more extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, which are becoming more powerful and destructive, droughts, which are lasting longer and affecting larger areas, and wildfires, which are more frequent and intense, devastating vast tracts of land. Sea levels are rising as glaciers and ice caps melt at an alarming rate, contributing to the flooding of coastal areas and the loss of habitats for many species. This rise in sea levels is threatening coastal communities and ecosystems, forcing people to relocate and adapt to new environmental conditions. The delicate balance of the natural world is being disrupted, leading to shifts in plant and animal life. Species that once thrived are now struggling to survive, and some are even facing extinction. This disruption is threatening biodiversity, which is crucial for maintaining healthy ecosystems. The loss of biodiversity can have cascading effects, impacting everything from food chains to human health. The impacts of global warming are not just environmental, but also social and economic. Communities around the world are feeling the strain as they cope with the changing climate. Socially, global warming is leading to increased migration as people are forced to leave their homes due to rising sea levels, extreme weather, and other climate-related factors. Changes in weather patterns affect agriculture and food security. Crops are failing and food production is becoming more unpredictable, leading to higher prices and food shortages in some areas. Rising sea levels displace communities and threaten infrastructure, including homes, roads, and utilities, which are essential for daily life and economic stability. The increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events lead to economic losses and strain on resources. Governments and organizations are spending more on disaster relief and recovery, diverting funds from other critical areas. Addressing these challenges requires a global response. Nations must work together to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, invest in renewable energy, and develop strategies for adaptation and resilience. While the situation is dire, there is hope. By adopting sustainable practices and making conscious efforts to protect our environment, we can mitigate the effects of global warming and create a more balanced world for future generations. Section 5. Turning the tide: renewable energy. Renewable energy is a pivotal element in the fight against climate change. It represents a shift from traditional energy sources that have long been associated with environmental degradation and pollution. Addressing global warming requires a global effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This means countries around the world must come together to implement strategies that significantly cut down on the release of harmful gases into our atmosphere. One of the most impactful solutions is transitioning from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources. Fossil fuels such as coal, oil and natural gas have been the primary sources of energy for decades, but they're also the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. Solar, wind, hydro and geothermal energy offer clean and sustainable alternatives that can power our homes, industries and transportation systems without releasing harmful emissions. Solar panels capture the sun's energy, wind turbines harness the power of the wind, hydroelectric plants utilize the flow of water, and geothermal setups tap into the Earth's internal heat. Investing in renewable energy technologies, expanding infrastructure, and implementing policies that support clean energy adoption are crucial steps towards mitigating climate change. Governments and private sectors need to collaborate to fund research and development, build new facilities and create incentives for businesses and individuals to switch to renewable energy. By shifting to cleaner sources of energy, we can reduce our carbon footprint and create a more sustainable future. This transition not only helps in combating climate change, but also promotes energy security, reduces dependence on finite resources, and fosters economic growth through the creation of green jobs. Section 6. Forests, our natural allies. Protecting and restoring our forest is another vital strategy in combating global warming. Trees act as natural carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis. By preserving existing forests and planting new trees, we can enhance carbon sequestration, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. Sustainable forest management practices such as reforestation, afforestation, and reducing deforestation are essential. Supporting initiatives that promote responsible forestry and combat illegal logging is crucial for preserving these vital carbon sinks. Section 7. Sustainable living, global impact. While systemic changes are essential, individual actions also play a significant role in addressing global warming. By adopting more sustainable lifestyles, we can collectively make a difference. Reducing our energy consumption at home and work, opting for energy-efficient appliances, and embracing sustainable transportation options like walking, cycling, or public transport can all contribute to lowering emissions. Making conscious consumption choices such as reducing meat consumption, choosing locally sourced products, and minimizing waste through recycling and composting can further reduce our environmental footprint. Section 8. The role of governments. Governments play a crucial role in setting policies and regulations that promote sustainability and reduce emissions. Implementing carbon pricing mechanisms such as carbon taxes or cap-and-trade systems can provide economic incentives for businesses and individuals to reduce their carbon footprint. Investing in research and development of clean technologies, providing subsidies for renewable energy, and enacting stricter fuel efficiency standards for vehicles are other effective policy measures. By creating a supportive regulatory framework, governments can accelerate the transition to a low-carbon economy. Section 9. International cooperation, a shared responsibility. Global warming is a global challenge that requires international cooperation. The Paris Agreement, adopted by nearly 200 countries, is a landmark agreement that aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. International collaboration is essential for sharing knowledge, technology transfer, and providing financial assistance to developing countries to support their climate change mitigation and adaptation efforts. Working together, nations can address this global challenge effectively. Section 10. A call to action. Our planet needs us. In every corner of the world, people are coming together to make a difference. From local community cleanups to global environmental movements, the call to action is clear and urgent. The Earth is our only home. It is a beautiful, diverse planet that sustains all life. Its landscapes, oceans, and atmosphere are interconnected systems that we depend on for survival. We have a responsibility to protect it for ourselves and future generations. This means taking steps to ensure that our children and grandchildren inherit a world that is healthy and thriving. Planting trees, conserving water, and reducing waste are just a few ways we can contribute. Global warming is a serious threat, but it is a challenge we can overcome. The rise in global temperatures is causing glaciers to melt, sea levels to rise, and weather patterns to become more extreme. These changes are already affecting millions of people around the world. By understanding the causes and consequences of climate change and taking action to reduce our impact, we can make a difference. Scientists are working tirelessly to study climate data and develop solutions. Meanwhile, individuals and communities are adopting renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, from transitioning to renewable energy to protecting our forests and adopting sustainable lifestyles. Every step we take towards a greener future counts. Sustainable cities with green transportation options and energy-efficient buildings are leading the way. Let us act now with urgency and determination to preserve the delicate balance of our planet and create a sustainable future for all. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement. Together, we can ensure that our planet remains a vibrant and livable home for generations to come.